Morning everyone. I am Julie F. Macabanig, a BE D2 student, and today I will discuss about the legal and policy framework and learner-centered teaching. So, it has 10 sections, and before we start, let me first read our learning objectives. So, at the end of the lesson, the learner should internalize the law on basic education and its implementation, and second is recognizes the importance of Republic Act 10533, and last is describe the importance of Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. So, let us now start. What is Republic Act 10533? Republic Act 10533, or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, which is Section 1, has expanded the years of schooling from 10 years to 12 years. In school year 2018-2019, an additional 2 years representing grades 11 and 12 will be introduced in the basic education system through senior high school. Republic Act 10533. It is an act enhancing the Philippine basic education system by strengthening its curriculum and increasing the number of years in basic education. So, the main goal of Republic Act 10533 is to reform or improve the education in our country. So, it is important that law is created. So, next is who and when it is implemented. The law was approved on May 15, 2013 by former President Benigno Simeon Aquino III and took its effect on June 8, 2013. So it was approved by our former President Benigno Simeon Aquino III. It's more inside Republic Act 10533. So let us move on the section 2, or the declaration of policy. So the state shall establish, maintain, and support a complete, adequate, and integrated system of education relevant to the needs of the people, to the country, and society at large. So the main point of the section 2 is the education of the Philippines must be holistic to improve and equip the students through good values before entering the college, and to improve the basic education system of the Philippines. Section 3, or the basic education. According to SCED standards, basic education comprises primary education, or the first stage of basic education, and lower secondary education, or the second stage. It also covers a wide variety of non-formal and informal public and private activities intended to meet the basic learning needs of people of all ages. So, in order to obtain a basic education, you must contain a first year in kindergarten, 6 years in elementary education, and 6 years in secondary education. The Section 4, or the Enhanced Basic Education. The Enhanced Basic Education program encompasses at least 1 year in kindergarten, 6 years of elementary education, and 6 years of secondary education in that sequence. Secondary education includes 4 years of junior high school and 2 years in senior high school education. So, the Enhanced Basic Education program, or the K-12 program, Unlike the 2002 Beck curriculum, it is really different. The 2002 Beck curriculum includes only 10 years of studying in first year in kindergarten, then 6 years in elementary education, or it's okay without kindergarten and move on the 6 years of elementary education and 4 years of secondary education. But the K to 12 program, it includes the at least 1 year of kindergarten, 6 years of elementary education, and 6 years of secondary education, which is the secondary education takes the 4 years of junior high school and the 2 years of senior high school education. So, the difference between the 2002 Beck curriculum, it is, it covers only 4 years in high school, and the K to 12 program, the 4 years of the 2002 Beck curriculum has moved or has added 2 years, which is senior high school in the K to 12 program, but same ages. The section 5 or the curriculum development. So it is the process of selecting, organizing, executing, and evaluating learning experiences on the basis of the needs, abilities, and interests of the learners and the nature of society or community. So, the curriculum development talks about how the deep ed connects on the other parts that includes in the basic education system. Example of this is the CHED, the DOLE, or the TESDA. So, the deep ed must connect through the regulations and the policy. Section 6 or the Curriculum Consultative Committee includes the Commission on Higher Education or the CHED, Technical Education Skills and Development Authority or the TESDA, the Department of Labor and Employment or the DOLE, Philippine Regulatory Commission or the PRC, Department of Science and Technology or the DOST, and lastly, the Information Technology Business Process Outsourcing or ITBPO. This all program must be connected to DepEd, or the DepEd must connect to this because they will share their ideas, and the DepEd also depends on because of the beneficiaries and other regulations or other influences that this program helps learners and students in schooling. Let us now move on to the section 7 or the teacher education training. So, it has 3 parts. First is the in-service training on content and pedagogy. Second is training for new teachers. Third is training for school leadership. So, the teacher education training talks about the school webinar or the school leadership program which is given by a school. So, now let us move on this section 8. So, the section 8 is the hiring of graduates of science, mathematics, statistics, engineering, and other specialists in subjects with a shortage of qualified applicants, technical vocational courses, and higher education institutions faculty. So, DepEd hire graduates in different specialized fields, but they must pass the licensure examination for teachers within 5 years. but on technical vocational program, they can be hired providing the certificate given from TESDA. So, this is the section 8. So, let us now move on to the section 9 or the career guidance and counseling advocacy. The DepEd, in coordination with the DOLE, TESDA, and CHED, shall regularly conduct a career advocacy activities in secondary level in order to guide students of what they really want for college courses. So, let us now move on to the last part of the section, which is the section 10 or the expansion of e-GASP beneficiaries. So the benefits accorded by Republic Act number 8545 or the expanded government assistance to students and learners and teachers in private education act shall be extended to qualified students enrolled under K-12. So, this talks all about that all of students from public to private schools are all beneficiaries of the voucher program of the DepEd. Okay, so I am done or we are done of the legal and policy framework and learner-centered teaching, which cover the Republic Act 10533 or the Enhanced Basic Education Act. But before that, let me explain what is the importance of the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. So first is preparedness for tertiary learning. So preparedness for tertiary learning, because in this case of K-12, the students is more equipped or more improved because of the activities in senior high school, and it is that this takes the improvements which moves the students to become prepared for college education. Second is readiness to join the workforce. According to the 2002 Beck curriculum, 10 years of schooling, the graduates will graduate at young age. But in this K-12 curriculum, some students will have a higher chance to become a great in workforce and should be ready because it was trained or it will graduate with not a young age. Third is skill competency in the global job market. So after college, students will have a great time for workforce, or the students have the high chance of getting a job because of being a competent because of a skill job competent. So hence we are now done of our discussion for today. So goodbye guys, and